Alright guys, so I just want to come on here with my crazy hair and make a video about the Jackrabbit Jubilee. Um, it was an experience. It was my first race, for those of you that don't know. Um, it was originally my main event. 5 days within training of it, I signed up for Longhorn Last Stand in December. Backyard Ultra hosted by Matt King. And I will say last night was tough. I had some back pains, I had some knee pains, and fortunately, I know how to fix both of those. I only had about a 4.5 week training block for this race, so I didn't get in a ton of strength training. And to be honest, I don't really know what I'm doing. I had a good plan. I got a good plan provided to me, and I followed it, but I don't really know what I'm doing with strength training, so I did to the best of my ability. And so I think this time around I will definitely be diving deeper into strength training, strengthening around my knees, strengthening my core, because back and knees have been a problem for me since I've started running these longer distances. And so I think that strengthening those in themselves is going to be a significant help. So that's one thing. I will say last night the fueling, the hydration was pretty on point. I'm not really sure it could have been much better. My wife absolutely smacked it out of the park. Last minute decided she was going to come and help me. Didn't really know what she was doing. I mean, I didn't really know what to expect, but she kept the electrolytes. She was ready with water. She kept ice towels ready for me every time they would start running low, so I was staying cool, because we started at 7 p.m. at 107 degrees, I think the temperature was. And I mean, we were still looking at like 102 at like 9 o'clock at night. So it was definitely, the heat played a part, but my wife she was phenomenal. She killed it, and I couldn't have done it without her. She kept me hydrated. She kept me eating, even when I didn't really want to. And she even changed my sock, which was awesome. If you've seen my other videos, my legs got tore up by the ants and mosquitoes and just dirt being caked on them. And so my heel started getting irritated about mile 14, 15, I think it was. And she was able to wash it off, put a Band-Aid on. It lasted for a couple miles. And then so we decided to take the whole shoe and sock off. She helped me rinse and clean off my leg, my foot. She reapplied the Band-Aid, helped me get the sock on, got my shoe back on, and got me going again. So that was amazing. And then my foot, I was able to stay ahead of it. I think that it swells. I think it's getting swollen, so I need to see why it's doing that. But I was able to like just continuously loosen my shoes for most of the night. And then I got to the point where I was just so deep in it that I couldn't even think. I was just in like one more step autopilot, and I didn't think to loosen my shoes again. And I think that was part of it. I was also talking to a buddy of mine who's going to be crewing me in Longhorn, and he was telling me that I need to get some better socks, which I already knew, but he was very clear. I need to get better socks before December. So yeah, I mean, I would say all in all, it was good. It was extremely tough pulling the plug. I didn't want to, but I knew that if I kept pushing, there was a good possibility that my foot was going to get worse, even if I loosened my laces. I tried that. I did walk maybe another mile or two after I loosened my laces. I tried to jog a little bit, run, and it was just getting worse. And so I felt that if I kept continuing, that I might have put a permanent damage, or not permanent, but a more long-term recovery. And I really want to get into this next training block as fast as possible. So I decided that 9 hours, I pulled the plug, and I was able to do 31 miles. And You know, it sucked. It was really hard to make that decision. I walked a couple more laps. Even after I made the call, I went around to get my medal, but I was just embarrassed, to be honest with you. I was embarrassed to go over there and say, hey, I'm pulling myself out. So I walked another lap. And the pain was still like just excruciating. I walked so slow past the aid station. It was right at the turnaround, because we turned around every 3 hours. So it was like right at the 9-hour mark. I waited at the aid station because there was like 20 seconds left till the turnaround. And so I just waited there. And then once it hit, I went over there and just let the guy know. Oh, sorry. I know it was the right call, but it was just so hard. But we're feeling good. Sorry, we're feeling good moving forward, and I'm ready to get recovered and get started in this next training block. Get my foot figured out, get my back and knees figured out. Fueling's gonna be on point. I know it already. So I'm just ready to get started, get recovered. So thank you guys for watching.